Welcome to World of Randomness. I am Tony of Phantasmic Chronicles. I am joined tonight with Danny of Two Real Geeks and Miguel of
It's
Sorry
random, man. Let it flow.
and Miguel of Annual.
Yes, Miguel, the annual pass holder.
Welcome
That
in,
is
guys. Thanks for joining me tonight.
No problem. No problem.
This is the World of Randomness, episode 4.
4. Yep.
I think we just proved
And
that.
it already got random. Yep.
And yes, we're already random.
Quite true.
And it is 2020, a brand new year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes, Happy New Year, everyone. And to those watching the replay,
keep writing
Happy
19
New Year
on
to you
everything
as well.
Yeah, that'll be like that for a while.
At least until
And is there...
November.
So stupid.
So what's up? What's new with you guys?
So we just got back from Six Flags over Georgia. Last day of the season. Sad but true, but it's not a long break. So that's a good thing. And had a good time.
If that.
Yeah. It's 2 months, 2 days.
I have to say, I had an awesome night there because I kept running into big and stuff from the park. So, and they were stopping me and saying, "Hey, how are you?" So, I know that you said that you talked to
Dale. Yeah. Yeah, they're out and about.
Yeah. I keep getting see Dale.
That's a good thing about that park, though. They do roam quite often.
Yeah,
Danny, I seen on your Instagram they had a wall up and something going on. Said Gotham Park. What's going on there?
Yeah.
What's going on there,
buddy? This is the Catwoman whip ride that's going into there. They cleared out part of the Batman ride, and they're putting that there.
The queue line, yeah, the front queue line,
yeah,
which was really long, extended entrance, so it wasn't needed. So that's good that they cleared that.
That's good. I mean, it's nice that they're expanding it.
Great event, right, Tony?
Yes, I mean it's been quite a few years.
The Batman ride, when you first went into the Batman ride, they had that whole park area there.
Yeah.
Before you got to the tunnel area. So basically that part of the queue line is what they took out, and they're putting you right into the tunnels.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically the ride is going into Gotham Park. So, which I'm excited about because you got ride is going to be right behind it. It's a great visual. Yeah. I actually got some good footage of that today. That'll be.
So is that the only upgrades they're doing this year, or are they going to be adding more?
We got a scrambler coming as well.
Okay, so just basically that upgrade, and then some more basically midway type rides.
Yes. We're getting 2 there and 1 for Whitewater.
Okay.
Yeah. Rumor has it that the park is going to be cashless and only able to use plastic. So,
okay, are they looking at maybe going with something RFID?
No. Hold on one sec.
Yeah. So, let me chime in really quick.
Okay.
So there's some new things coming about. So there was a ride.
Jedi Balloon Master.
Oh, hey, how's it going? So they have 2 new rides coming in the Gotham City.
That's okay.
Gotham City area that we're really excited for. Danny and I guess, Danny has something in his video that's coming up, and I have something as well talking about it. And then a new water coaster. Danny, it's a water coaster, right? That's coming to
no, it's just a giant water slide.
Like a water slide, though, but I think it fits 2 to 3
my
people.
Understanding is a tiered. It goes into a couple different tiers and a couple bowls or something with it.
excited for that one. I know we'll get on that, but yeah, if you can, I guess, continue about the cashless thing, which is really interesting.
Yeah. So basically, what they're doing is right now one of the USA section is cashless right now. They started this at the end of the season, and you know me, I'm always eavesdropping all that. So the park director was in there with some people, and she was saying that the system was going well, and they're looking to expand it through the rest of the park. Basically, what it is in the park, they have a machine that's going to give you a prepaid card, credit card, basically, if you don't have a credit card. So basically, I mean, I get it. It's cool because now whoever's taking your, overring you or, take the money or whatever, you don't have to, you're not going to lose cash in the park, things like that. I mean, it's
right.
It's on the go. It happens. I get it. But, so you go to the machine, and, put the money and you pay the fee for the card and basically and apparently they're reloadable. The card's not only to be used at the park, you can use it where outside the park too. So it's like a prepaid card that you get from like Walmart or something.
Outside the park, so you can go to the gas station down the street and you can use it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Go to that Wendy's and use it there. Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. I thought it would be different as far as you get a card and it's set up. And what we were kind of talking about off stream a little bit, it ties into it, but how they do on cruise ships, where with your card that you have, that's your form of payment. You put a credit card on.
Max. Appreciate it.
Oh, awesome. So you use one card and that's your form of payment, your cruise card. So I was wondering if it was going to be like that, but if it's more like a prepaid card where you can use it anywhere else, that's pretty interesting.
Here's the best way to put it. When you go, since we're in Atlanta, we've been to the airport a couple times. I've been to so you go to the airport now, you can't pay cash at the counter to pay for your bag, to check for your check bag, right? In Atlanta airport, they have those prepaid credit card machines at the airport check-ins. That's what it is.
So it'll be similar to that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is there a charge for that card that you get?
Oh yeah, they are. I'm not sure how much, but
okay. Now you can use your own debit or credit card at the park.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that being the future. Actually, I see a lot of like Cedar Fair and Six Flags eventually one day going to their own band type system, just like Disney. There was talks a few years back. I remember probably the last time I was there at Cedar Point, which was about 5 years ago, that they were going to go to an RFID type band, and it still has not came yet. And the types of business that Cedar Point's going to be doing this year, I can see it happening.
I would love that for Six Flags. It'll make worry about when I get on a ride or something. Oh, I lost my membership pass or something. It's just right there,
Yep.
I love the way that Disney does their Magic Band system. Everything is on it, but it's not like all of my information is on it. It's just information.
There's one thing
they say that your information. They say that your information is on there. Yeah,
of course.
They say that it's the way they explain it is that it's the way it runs through their system.
Correct.
It's not like they can take it out somewhere else and use that information.
Right.
Right.
Which to me makes me feel better. I mean, it may not be true, but it helps me sleep better at night.
Yeah.
Of course. I got these things floating all over my house.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So there's one band that I actually like, which I'm not sure if you guys know about, the Tapu Tapu, which is at Volcano Bay, Universal's Volcano Bay in Orlando.
Yeah,
the same band you tap, but the cool thing is you can load money on there for it to be like your virtual wallet. And also you can tap on there to get in a virtual queue line. So I like that a lot as well. So say, Danny, we want to get on Twisted Cyclone. It's busy. It's a Saturday, July 4th, whatever. You tap there, we get in a virtual queue line for 2+ hours.
January 5th.
We come back. And then because it was pretty crazy. And then you come back and then you get into the queue line and you're already virtually waiting. So I think that would be really good all across theme parks.
Is that considered for us a flash pass?
Well, everywhere pretty much has the flash pass system, but we're just talking about having it all Magic Band like. That would be much better.
And like,
as far as
you can do a virtual queue line where you're going to be waiting in line. Let's just say the ride, it's a 90-minute wait, okay? Because let's be honest, we've seen that for Superman, okay? So now you tap it at return time. Are you paying for that? Other than the Flash Pass gives you a return time that's 15 minutes or
correct,
or you know what I mean? You're paying for that. But now,
yes,
if I don't have to wait online and I just do the tap,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I understand maybe.
If I'm not mistaken, does that band also not go off when it's time for you to go on the ride?
I think it gives that I'm not sure. I want to say it gives a little vibration, but
time frame.
Yeah, it'll let you know. But the interesting thing about that is, the one I'm talking about, the Tapu Tapu, you return that. You don't keep that like the Magic Band. That's not yours. You get it when you get into the park, and then you have to drop it off when you leave. If not, there's like 2 statues that you walk by, and it'll go off like crazy, like exposing you if you try to take it out. Yeah, so you have to return it, or it'll go crazy. It'll just it'll alert and it'll kind of embarrass you. That's the point, but it's in a joking way. But yeah, it's really like serious. Like, please return that.
Speaking of going back a little bit to the Magic Bands, like at Disney, my wife just brought this up, and this makes sense. And I've seen a lot of people talk about this. When you're at Disney, people talking about getting extra fast passes loaded onto their Magic Bands. I think Disney does use the fast pass or the bands to help with crowd control as well, because people will be like, you know what, I look down at my app and I have a fast pass for all the way over in Tomorrowland at Buzz Lightyear.
Yep.
To steer people away from this area of the park or that area of the park. And when you use those Magic Bands and you're spending money, sometimes that you get back to the hotel room and you check your balance, you didn't realize that money you spent.
Right. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? And interesting enough, Disneyland doesn't have the Magic Band system, and going out there was weird. Like, they really need that. Look, they don't really need it because it's more of a local park, rather than a destination like Disney World and all the resorts there. But I still would like the Magic Band system there. And honestly, like we're all talking about, everywhere.
Yeah, I really think that they need, it's something that it works really well.
Oh, yeah.
It could be really well utilized in all amusement parks.
Yeah. I mean, with the resorts, you go from dining to resorts. Everything is tagged into the system, the My Disney experience with them, and you can see and track everything. I think it's awesome. You do everything online or on the app, and then it's all right there.
Well, for Cedar Fair to do it, they would have to sink a lot of money in it because
absolutely.
they can't even figure out an app that looks nice.
Six Flags app is actually not bad, Danny.
It's got to be better than what Cedar Fair's got.
Wait. wait. Six Flags app is not bad. Six Flags app is on its game when the Wi-Fi in the park works well. Okay, that's with that one. When the Wi-Fi works well, it's a great app because then you get the wait times and all that other stuff in the park. What I really wish wait times without that Wi-Fi. Like I can go on to the app right now for Disney and see what the wait time for Haunted Mansion is.
Correct. Yeah, I get that.
Honestly, I wish they would do that, being that I live so close to the park. I can see, well, the park's busy today. I'm not going.
Right. That makes sense.
Anthony, I would love to see them offer something like that. But, I mean, for the pass to go to both Disneyland and Disney World, the price for that is so outrageous. I would hate to think what they would charge for how many. Let's see. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 lands around the world. That would be a $10,000 pass.
So you have 4 main parks, dry parks at Disney. Then you have 2 water parks.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Disney World. Then you have the 2, parks out west.
Yep.
So if we're just talking about United States,
that's a $2,400 pass, I think.
More. Oh well, yeah. If you want to put it like that, yes. Or a little cheaper if not, because right now the annual pass, the cheapest one, if you're not living in Florida, is $1,200.
Yep,
$1,200. So if you want to say 24, yes. Huh? Oh yes,
with a lot of blackout dates.
Correct. Yes, with that one, yes.
I don't think this one I don't think includes parking.
Oh, it does. It does. It just doesn't include the water parks.
When they did the holiday, the party ones, passes were not including parking.
Are you talking about what are you talking about?
Like was it just ticketed event for like for whatchamacallit,
for like Halloween. Mickey's Not So Scary.
Oh,
and
even annual pass holders don't get into that for free. That's a hard ticket. Everybody pays for that.
No, he's saying for the parking.
There's some parks. There are some parks that are offering leveled season passes right now, where they're not included.
Okay.
And they're basically making it as an additional add-on. Six do it that way, Miguel. Do you know that? I'll tell you right now, straight up. I'll tell you, because when I was up in New York, we bought a pass. State Adventures, right? This is before this whole membership thing. The only thing available was the season pass.
Season pass, correct.
And
which I wonder how many people are still getting season passes.
Oh, I know. But you weird, also, if you had wanted to park, you had to pay an additional like $15 for the season, just the season pass for parking. And they gave you a little orange placard that you hung from your rearview mirror when you parked in the parking lot that said you were parked in there.
All right.
And don't forget the extra
this way, you know,
you're
driving in, they saw it, you're like, okay, come. Only good thing about that was you had priority parking because you were season parking.
Correct. But what I'm saying with all those parks, 6 different parks, the 1,200, as we talked about with everything we just said, it also doesn't include the water parks. And then if you're talking about adding the Disneyland parks, that's only 2. So you're getting like 4 parks for 1,200. So it will have to be a little cheaper.
But they do offer a world pass.
Do they?
Yeah, you can buy a world pass, and I think it's either 22 or 4,400 or 2,400.
Okay, I could see 22. 24 is just I know that's not a big difference, but it's just like there's 2 on the west and then there's 4 on the East Coast. So I would be like, this one has a little more on the east side. But overall, if a world pass, that's interesting. That is really interesting. I didn't know that.
Yep, it's for all 6 parks plus the 2 water parks in Florida.
So when they say world, you're just saying that, but shouldn't it be like everything? Okay,
you would think.
World pass, everything. Shanghai, Paris, everything.
Yeah, when Dev went to Tokyo to see that, he sold me on it. You know, because like me and Danny talked about, no one shows things the way that Dev does.
Mm-hmm.
No one gets excited about stuff the way that Devin does. I love to see the excitement through his eyes.
I just love his attitude and approach to his videos because he's I don't care. I'm doing it because it's fun.
Yeah,
of course.
That's one of the things that's always drawn me to him. I love to watch it.
That he doesn't lock himself in. He doesn't lock himself into just Disney, you know. And honestly, I'm getting tired of these.
So many other things.
Just Disney, like there's so many that are just Disney. Like, I'm sorry, like it just gets repetitive. Go to the park every week and on that one day, and you show the same thing over and over and over again. Like, you know, like somebody else is.
Yeah,
I'm giving an example. That's all. I'm not bashing anybody. Please don't think that. You know what? You understand what I'm saying. If they're not doing it, another channel will be in the park. That crazy Disney lady or whoever, you know, or whoever, they're going to be in that park showing the same thing at some point that you just showed, you know.
And that kind of brings us back around to where we started. My channel is going to be changing. You know, I don't have very many videos.
I'm excited.
You know, I don't have very many videos out, and when you look at my channel name, the first thing you think is nothing but Disney. You know, my channel name is Phantasmic Chronicles. I mean, one of the biggest shows at Disney is Phantasmic.
Correct.
You know, I was born and raised in a Disney family. I love Disney. I'll never stop loving it. But I live here in Ohio, and I don't have a lot of opportunities to go to Disney.
Correct.
I was also born and raised going to Cedar Point every year.
Right.
So I will be making a lot more trips to Cedar Point this year. I will be doing a lot of filming up there.
Yep.
I also want to step outside the box and start doing some filming around my area and showing some of the areas where I grew up. So
that's very important.
So
I think that'll be good.
So I want to kind of step out a little bit and start growing the channel a little bit and trying to make something of it.
Like what me and Miguel do, there's always an event going on around.
If you research,
so, you know, there's something
it's there. Yeah.
Yep. You know, I really enjoy what we do here. I think something here, you know. There's another live stream going on, and we got a few people in, and people seem to like what we're doing, and I like what we're doing.
I agree. It's a good hangout.
As long as you have one person in here watching us, that's all that matters.
I agree with
you
that.
Give them
100%.
That you can give them, and that's it. You know.
I actually agree with
even
that.
Even if you know them or live with them, you just give them that best damn live stream, because somebody else found you on the channel later on and said, "Oh, they did something. Let me check out." They may not watch the whole thing. They may, you know, click. As long as there's something there, they're gonna come back.
That's so true. As long as one person is watching, you perform as if there's 10 million watching. You do your thing, you have fun, and that's what I like. We just have a good time, whether it be one or it be 100 people. Like, everybody deserves the equal amount of a great show. And hey, Noah, welcome to the stream, buddy.
Welcome in, Noah. Thank you.
See what I mean?
And happy belated birthday, Noah.
Right there. Yes, Noah, happy birthday, buddy.
Yes, absolutely. Happy birthday.
You know, there's an example right there. Is somebody just came in, you know?
And a good guy.
Noah, man.
He is killing it. Oh, it is awesome.
Noah
I do. I like it.
Noah's the logo master.
He does his
Speaking
thing.
of master, that's going to start up?
Oh yes. February, right?
Is it February? The Lego Masters?
I think early February. Early. I think it actually might be exactly a month from today.
What show is that?
Yeah. I'm so
Lego
excited. Danny, let them know. I'm so excited.
I have no idea how. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just mad at it. Well, go ahead, explain it, and then I'll talk. Go ahead.
It's just
You have to go into
mind-blowing.
detail.
It's a show that they're literally just going to like these picture a cooking show, but with
Good comparison.
Really? Okay.
Yes, but they're not cooking the Legos
with Lego. It's like the dance shows or whatever else with Lego. So
they got to just create stuff with Legos.
Under I guess a time frame, multiple teams. They're going to be competing to build whatever the task is of that week, which is a genius idea for a show.
Describe it is like Ink Master, but with Lego.
Different competitions per week. I was just mad that it's starting so late, which is February, which is closer now. But by the time it was announced, it was like a good gap away. But now it's closer, so hey, we're almost there.
Exactly.
Super excited. Very excited.
Exactly. When's the next adult Lego night at LDC?
Say that again. Sorry,
when's the next adult night at LDC?
I need to look it up.
They have them every month.
I don't know if. I wasn't sure based off of the year ending. That was the last one at the end of this year or 2019. Sorry. So I'm not sure about the 2020 set. So I was gonna look that up, but I keep forgetting, and now I remember.
They have them every month. It was one night every month. All that.
That, and then of course when it hits near a holiday, they have the theme ones. Like I went to, they had
they're
Christmas
always
one.
That's the thing. Always themed. I used to work at LDC, so up in New York, and those are always themed. It's how they suck people. Nobody that shows up to these things except for like 5 of us geeky people that just want to play with Lego all night.
A really great time, though. Really great host.
Anthony Manzano, to answer your question about a 5th gate real quick, and then we'll move on.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll hear anything about a 5th gate until D23 next year. I think there's a possibility in the next 5 years. They're going to force themselves into it. They just opened Riviera, which just added another 5,000 in capacity. They're opening another resort in 2 years with another 5,000 in capacity. They're going to force themselves into it.
What we're going to see is not another park.
Well, they're forcing themselves into it though. You can't. They're running out of room in the parks themselves to expand any farther.
That's true too. And one of the biggest signs of expansion, Danny, is what you're talking about, and Tony, what you're mentioning is hotels. That's always the number one first indicator that something else is coming. Is hotels. We build more rooms, so we fill in the people that are coming, and also we're building another gate. It's going to happen.
They've got enough capacity right now to put, I believe, 2 parks at capacity.
Yes, they did on New Year's Eve. They put Magic Kingdom and Epcot at capacity same day, 2 days in a row, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I heard that too.
Almost at capacity.
Think about that. That's crazy.
And think about the amount of people that stay off property as well.
Yeah, because there's so many things around the resorts. Crazy.
And then locals.
There is the Marvel Park coming in on the West Coast, DCA, and also Paris is getting the Marvel Land. I think Paris, right, guys?
They're getting something based on Spider-Man. Are they getting a full Marvel Park?
I know DCA is converting. No, it's a land. So it's
Okay.
like Galaxy's Edge. Yes, for real, they are getting it. So DCA will be the closest than what Paris has it. So
Yeah,
super excited for that.
Orlando cannot because of the contract that Disney signed with
Universal
when
correct.
they bought all the
Correct.
rights to Marvel.
Exactly.
Correct. That's correct.
No, you will never see the Villains Park because they will
Noah.
not make the money off of that massive Villains Night. They made so much money off those Villains Night parties.
Right.
They made
really
so
did.
much money off that.
They really did.
Listen. Let's think about it. Villains Nights were not geared towards kids. It was
not at all.
an
That was
older
the point.
crowd. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
they will move that next year to Epcot.
Is that fact? I know they brought it back. They actually announced that they brought it back. They're continuing it, and they're going up, if I'm not mistaken, a little bit more on price because that is the most expensive after hours event. I did a video about it. It went up 12.1% from all the other after hours events. So if I'm not mistaken, it's going up a little bit more because it was so popular, and they're adding more days. But Tony, is that true? It's going to Epcot?
Why wouldn't you move if you're gearing something towards adults?
Oh,
why would you keep it in a park where they don't serve alcohol?
But the castle and all that stuff, everything's themed, the parades, everything fits it.
Yeah, but now, listen.
And the castle show.
You have a new fireworks show started in Epcot. You can do the villains around the world. You know, there's different villains from every movie there.
Yep.
Tony's right, about the alcohol.
Absolutely.
And you do the whole world show. Right. And it's just a whole round circle. Look what they just did with New Year's Eve with all the parties and stuff that they had. They had the DJ and the Magic Kingdom in front of the castle.
Yeah, we were texting about that.
Exactly. Now you bring back you go to Japan and you have that thing, that dragon thing there. Come on, what that reminds you of?
Mulan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? That New Year's
so now
Eve
you have
was crazy.
With the Mulan villains there, and I mean,
could you guys be there? I know, like Danny. I know we'd run around that park, but that capacity, man, was crazy to move around there.
I would not go there. I'm sorry, I would not.
That it was cool, but it's
I don't know.
At least once, right, Tony? At least once.
I would love to experience it. I don't know if my anxiety could handle it for very long, but
I would do it, and definitely would need to be on at a Disney resort so I can easily shoot right back.
I would do it. I wouldn't put Jess through that.
I think the same thing with Jocelyn. That's interesting. Dang, that's weird. You're right.
I have no problem for myself, but I would not put Jess through that.
Just you and me. Just running.
I would. That's what I would, buddy, or whatever. We would do a buddy system, and that's a part you're not going to that by yourself.
You know what was interesting, you guys, about that
there with
about that night. There were so many because from my gathering, my understanding, you two, that's one of the biggest New Year's Eve events in Orlando. Period. And maybe some in Florida. So with that being said, if you looked at the live streams, there were so many vlogs, there were so many people that you could tell they weren't Disney fans. It's just one of the hot places to hang out. So
it became
the music definitely was not.
You can tell the music.
The music was not Disney music. It was not. No, not at all.
Not at all. Not
kid friendly at all. They were playing Queen at one point. Come on.
That part was cool. Though.
Awesome, but you understand what I'm saying.
No, I get it. Love Epcot and alcohol.
And that's true.
Disney, especially Epcot with alcohol. It's the only time. And yeah. I want to do what. Well, I'll save that for later. Never mind. I'll tell you guys later.
See, here's the thing. I won't drink in the parks. Number one, it's way too expensive. Number two, there's too many drunk people around me not to watch my back.
I like Dev's drinking around the world concept was really cool.
I did that during the Food and Wine Festival.
On
my honeymoon. It was almost when I got divorced
like,
too.
I don't know.
Oh, Tony.
But just like tonight at Six Flags, there was way too many people to be like, okay, let me not watch myself here.
Jocelyn brought something up. Hold on. Jocelyn brought something up about that. You saw a lot of people walking around with open containers. You know you're not allowed to do that in Georgia. I was so mind blown at what was going on. You can do it in Florida, but you can't do it in Georgia.
There's more places in that park. Gotham City is serving alcohol.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're not allowed to walk around with open containers.
Private.
But we can't have a gimbal.
It's a weapon.
So is too much alcohol.
Park, yeah.
Yes.
You can't have a gimbal, but you can have a tripod?
No, you can't have any, supposedly. It's a weapon. But we still...
Yeah. I know Dale.
Yes. So
that's what
we find ways. They know we do it. And they know we're not using it as a weapon. So they know us. But if anybody else comes through, you're probably getting shut down quick.
I don't even really need a tripod anymore, though.
Yeah, not anymore.
The stabilization on my camera is epic. I'm not even joking. And it's awkward with my camera to have a tripod.
So yeah, neither in Ohio. I guess
you can't.
Yeah,
open container in Ohio.
Right. It's very few places, I guess. Of course, obviously Louisiana and Florida and some other. Quite a few places, I'm sure. But yeah, I guess we're both in places that you cannot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Just yeah to that comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like they don't have straws or lids for the cups in the park either now too, Miguel. You know that?
Yeah, they did a whole press announcement thing about that. They went away from it. Yep.
Why?
Got to save the turtles.
That's what they're saying. They said specifically, we're trying now to follow behind our other theme park counterparts, such as Disney. They didn't say Disney, but obviously they're referring to join forces to initiate this. They're talking about the world in general.
Give me a break. Yeah.
But they'll give you this great big paper cup.
Yes, which we had today.
Did they give you paper straws?
For $6? No, they don't. No.
Hey, well, at least they don't try to tell you this. We'll give you this sturdy paper straw.
Is it? But here's the question: couldn't the ice in the cup be considered a weapon too?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Right.
And by the way, the freestyle machines in the Munchopolis were not working today. Obviously,
none of them were.
Nope.
Metropolis was closed. The River Rapid one was closed. The one in the Coke store was not working.
Oh, really? I didn't go in there.
The Coke store was open, but the ones in there weren't up.
So pretty much from what I gathered and what I saw, they made you go to the actual windows and get a refill.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Also, the 2 soda machines inside of Members Lounge, those were shut down. The one outside of what the heck is that ride?
Twisted in Dahlonega?
Mine Train.
Yeah.
Mine Train.
Dahlonega Mine Train. Yeah, I saw that. It had the sign and stuff. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yep.
But
so they made you go to the restaurant. Yeah.
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 Well, yeah.
Random fact: the freestyle machines are the greatest invention known to man.
They break down so much.
100%.
I agree there.
Love those things. They need them in more places.
They
really do. Magic Kingdom underneath the current one. There was a whole nother Magic Kingdom underneath the current one.
True. The utilidors.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff down on the main level.
Yeah.
One of these days, I do want to take the Keys of the Kingdom tour just to see all that stuff.
About how much is that?
$100.
That's it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's like $100. Actually, the one I can't remember what the one my mom and dad said they took, the March to Marceline tour, which is he said it's about half the time.
Yeah,
but it's they got a little more information and it was a little easier to hear. Okay. They said they enjoyed that one a lot more.
Right. Okay. That's something to look up for sure.
I think that's another thing a lot of parks could do more, especially
tours?
Yeah, I think that's something that Cedar Point's going to start doing more of, and I think they're trying to do because of the history of it.
No, for sure.
Like Six Flags, a lot of their older parks could do some of that to bring some of their history. Mm-hmm. Because some people that go to their parks enjoy the history of it. Like Cedar Point to me is fascinating because
I see it now, Anthony. Sorry about that. I see it now.
How did it go from being just basically a beach to putting in a few swings to being this massive roller coaster park 150 years later?
Correct. Somebody was genius, smart. But it's successful though. Absolutely.
Almost went bankrupt too. They decided to put in a bobsled roller coaster. And the guy came in and says, "Hey, we're going to try to make a ride to look like Space Mountain, but we're not going to make it watertight."
Oh, wow.
So every time it rained, the bobsled ride filled up with water. Then they had to shut it down to have maintenance crews come in and sweep all the water out.
Right. That's interesting.
If you ever get a chance, Defunct Land has a really...
that was that one?
Yeah, Dispatch Master Transport.
Oh, I love Defunct Land. Awesome.
Yeah, it's an interesting story.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yep. I rode both of them.
I think I watched that one. It was a while ago, but then I didn't know too much about it. So...
Yeah, if you guys, it's
I'll go back
an
and watch
interesting
that
story.
One. Yeah, I'll check that one again.
The bobsled ride was boring. They changed nothing about it. It was actually pretty neat that it was inside. You flew to outer space, but when you landed,
I remember watching that. Yeah,
the cast members said, "Welcome to Alaska."
Mm-hmm.
But it was really neat because it was inside. I mean, it was neat, and I'd been to Disney World, as a kid. So I remembered it reminded me of, Disney World and Space Mountain, and I loved it. And then I remember it was just gone. It was like, what happened to Disaster Transport? And then now we got a wing coaster now called Gatekeeper that just makes you forget all about.
That is one of the best wing coasters.
Yeah, it is. Yes. It is crazy.
Cannot wait to get on it. I know we talked about X-Flight, Tony. I didn't like X-Flight.
Oh no, it was fun, but what's that?
Hershey Park.
They do have one. Yep.
A wing coaster.
They have an awesome wing coaster.
I've never checked out Hershey Park.
You need to. Absolutely need to.
X-Flight was the second wing coaster in the world or United States? One of them.
Gatekeeper?
Oh, X-Flight.
Well, X-Flight wasn't a wing coaster. X-Flight was a flying coaster.
At what's that called? Great America.
Oh, okay. See, there used to be an X-wing.
They recycle names. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I'm talking about at Great America. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Danny, by the way, how is Jess?
Long.
Yeah.
Shoot myself in the head about all the Christmas music still going on, but I was like, enough already. Ruining my thank you Christmas music. That's not why I'm here. But it was fun.
I'm saying, how's Jess doing? Oh, but yes, I hear you with that. But I'm glad she's doing good. Yes, say hey.
Huh?
I said yes. Say hey. Let her know. Oh, she can't see me. Dang it.
No.
He says no.
Yes, Anthony. Yes. Have I had a chance to ride Hagrids? Yes, I waited 13 plus hours on opening day to ride it, and I rode it on the opening day. And there's a vlog about it, and I was extremely tired. I worked that morning. I stayed up all that afternoon, and then at 11:30 at night, I drove from Georgia to Florida. Got there at 6 a.m. Checked into the Aventura Hotel, which is one of Universal's hotels, and then I went straight to the park. The queue line started where the Hulk coaster is, and I waited 13 plus hours for it. And it rained. It had 6 delays, breakdowns, and it was bad, but it was amazing. Yes.
That's a long time to wait for a roller coaster.
One ride. The whole day. I didn't get to do anything else.
Doing other things.
And all I had to eat was a muffin. All I had to eat was a muffin. That whole 13 hours. And I used the restroom once. And then they gave bottles of water. That was pretty cool. And they try to fit a Dippin' Dot stand in each part of the queue line so they can make you buy some Dippin' Dots. But I did not. But it was an amazing experience overall.
Just Dipping Dots. That's great.
They started letting you get out of the line, and they will give you this right here, a golden ticket. Let it focus. It says Harry Potter. I still kept it. Oh, well, Jocelyn kept it. Mine, I had to return, but somehow they didn't ask for hers. And so we still have that. So that was given to you to get out the line, to know that you were waiting there, to come back in line. If you didn't have that ticket, they just thought you were, queue hopping. So we had that. I'm glad I still have it. And yeah, I know.
Wow.
13 plus hours. I didn't ride any other ride that whole park.
Well, 13 and a half hours in line, not a lot of time to ride anything else.
No, but I thought it would be shorter. But, right before the park opened, it was projected. It was already set for a 600-minute wait before the park opened. So, yeah. It was the best ride. Usually 90 minutes now. 90 minutes
That's still
now.
too long for me. No, thank you.
90 minutes isn't bad.
90 minutes for that coaster is beyond worth it. Beyond worth. That is the second or third best ride in Orlando.
An hour and a half.
I'll say 90 minutes is an average wait for a lot of coasters at Cedar Point.
Oh, I can believe that.
Don't they have like a fast pass system there?
Yeah, but it's an added cost.
Same thing with us. A lot of people don't believe in those, and I don't either.
For that ride, I might.
I get that.
Yeah, like to add on the fast lane to your season pass is like $749. But that's not even for everything. If you want Steel Vengeance,
I know they won't include that.
Yeah, Steel Vengeance, Millennium Force, and I think Valraven. I think it's another $50. Yeah.
Can I just pay for one of them? If I just want to steal Vengeance like Express Pass thing, can I just pay for that? That's
Nope.
great. I'd be down for that.
Did we notice? I don't know if you guys been. I don't know if you've been to Dorney Park, but it's a Cedar Fair park.
Mm-hmm.
We got Steel Vengeance and Millennium. What?
Force.
Millennium Force.
Right. Okay. I believe there's a ride in Dorney Park called Steel Millennium or something along those lines. Or
wouldn't doubt
so
it at this point.
Basically borrowing rides to make another ride.
Could be.
And that one, the big one, is basically the same thing as that ride.
Yeah, Steel Vengeance is the hybrid.
Yep.
Millennium Force was the world's first Giga.
Pretty cool. Anthony, 20 hours. Yeah, there were people like that were still waiting, and other people that did vlogs and stuff that they were waiting about 20. I was fortunate with it was 13 hours, 11 minutes exact. And I stayed on property as well. So that was a blessing, because if not, I was going to be very mad if I had to travel to another hotel. I was able to get into the park at 10:30 the previous night because a lot of people did. Right. They did allow people. I mean, they had to have all those people who waited that long for that ride. We're talking about Hagrid still. They had to have people finish riding. They kept the park open, letting people in and finish. Like they kept that ride, just that part of the park, that ride open that opening day till midnight. That staff had to stay there because you had to. If people paid 1 day ticket for that, they had to finish. Just imagine you waiting 20 hours and they're like, that's it. Park's closed.
Wow.
Here's what I don't get is some people that just came for that one park just to get on that ride. No. Yeah. Okay. You paid all that money to get into the park. Yeah. You paid all that money to get into the park for one damn ride.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
That's a waste of money. They should have sold a ticket that day where it was like, all right, we're going to charge you for the one ride and that's it. Fine all day. That's what they should have did. I'm sorry.
Although I greatly agree with the money part, it was so worth it. It was so worth it.
Moo. Cash cow for Universal. Moo.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Especially because they knew going in there was going to be issues.
Yeah.
So wrong to charge that much.
That's right. But if you're a diehard Potter fan,
or not, we are in this house too. And I would not pay that much money to get into a theme park for one damn ride. Line for 12
thing
hours.
Is, you didn't know. You didn't know it was. Nobody knew it was going to be.
You knew it was going to be. You knew. Damn. You knew it. Look at the reputation.
Because I've done
Florida parks. You know how busy they get.
I know. I know.
During time, not even off season. It was during peak season that they opened that. Come on.
Yes, I've done a lot of opening days, and I thought it would be better than that, and it wasn't. But yeah, they needed to. Supposedly, they were going to start a virtual queue a little later, like how Disney has with Rise of the Resistance, which is still crazy, by the way. Yeah. The waits for that, people still getting there at 5 a.m., 3 a.m. to get on that ride. But I know that'll slow down at least for February until spring break comes. But
it's going to go
virtual
crazy
queue. Absolutely 110%. It's going to be crazier. I just think virtual queues need to be all around with a lot of places now.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Disney's gotten a lot of openings wrong, but they absolutely got Rise of the Resistance right. You know,
yes and no.
With this,
Yes.
They looked at it and said, we got to find a way not to have these people stretched around the park in a big line. We're going to open the park early. We're going to first come, first serve. Get on in here.
The funny thing was, when you got to the park, a lot of people didn't even know that a virtual queue existed.
Oh, wow. Steel Force.
See? Yep.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. Names again.
And the track looks like the Magnum. Orange, just like the Magnum.
Hold on. I think there's another. Hold on. That's what they do, though. It's a good company, but there's no originality to the company.
Right. But Tony, when people got there on opening day to Rise of the Resistance, they didn't even know a queue, like the virtual queue, existed. They were told when they got there. Some people didn't even know still that they had to get in a boarding group. So you just thought it was a first come first serve, but then later it's like, hey guys, did you get in a boarding group? No. Well, you can't ride this today then. So yes and no.
Well, okay. But they also
people away for not getting in a boarding group. Come on. You just ruined people's vacation.
They did, yes. They did that. That happened.
But at the same time, you also, they knew if they put people in a line, you were going to have people there for 2 days.
They were fearful that the Hagrids, that was what it's referred to, the Hagrid situation when it happened with Disney. But you know we saw it shut down, and then they had to do the hard reset, and they gave that fast pass thing, the ticket one and the one that you I guess scan on your Magic Band or whatever. You could step away, but yet there was really no way to pull you back in and say, hey, it's time to come back. So you kind of had to just hover in that area to wait to see when it was open back up. And then there were lines going this way, being told, hey, are you coming? Like cast members saying, come this way. It ended up working out, but it was kind of iffy on it. So no negative shots by any means to Disney, but they worked it out. But it was just kind of, it was hectic. As it was expected it to be.
It's just so complicated to open a ride these days. And I really just open a ride. That's it.
The hype.
That's it.
You have to do crowd control. You have to these days.
But what I'm seeing where they were going with this was it allows for these people to not have to stand in a line. They can go out and enjoy their day
for 2 hours. They're waiting. 2 hours. You get in the boarding group and you have 2 hours to show up.
Yep.
After your time is called.
Yep. Okay. But at the same time, it's also filling the park with people that should be standing in a line at the same time.
Correct. So they can ride Slinky Dog. They can then go to the boarding group. They can eat. But then there's also the flip side where people don't like it, that you should not be able to go to the park, get in a boarding group, go back to my hotel and go to sleep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Or go to Magic Kingdom for an hour and a half and then go right back to Hollywood Studios. I actually agree with that. That's wrong.
It is.
And Danny, I see you agree with it. Yeah.
Now, I do agree with that. You should not be able to leave the park you're in.
Get online.
See, because I cannot go to the Magic Kingdom with my fast passes set and then go with fast passes left and go over to Epcot and make fast passes.
Correct.
I can't do that. Correct. I have to use all my fast passes in the park I started with.
Absolutely.
That's really no different. Making my boarding pass, I have to stay in the park where I'm at to use my fast passes.
I think it should wither away. When you step out of the turnstiles, it's gone. Somehow. Exactly. or you drive certain amount of time feet away or whatever, and it goes away. No, that's not the case currently. It still remains. I can go to Daytona Beach, Florida, where I'm from, and I still have a boarding pass and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, would you make it back in 2 hours?
Yeah. Except probably the wait to get into the park would hold me up and I'd miss it alone. Yeah. But other than that, yeah. I don't know about you guys. I think they might change that soon. You think they'll change that? They have to.
Because look, we don't have it for the Smuggler's Run. We don't have it anymore.
Oh, true.
Isn't there a fast pass Smuggler's Run now?
That I'm not sure. Tony, do you know?
No, still no fast passes.
Still no fast passes for that.
Nope.
That right now is a walk-on 15-minute ride. I've seen people vlog it.
Is it really?
Yes.
It comes and goes.
Yeah.
There's times where it's up, there's times where it's down. It depends on.
That's true, but Rise has taken all the. Even Pandora is under 100 minutes.
Yeah, I've seen times where it's been under 100 minutes.
That's crazy.
It's not very often, but I've seen it.
Danny, how long did you wait last time you went?
For what?
Pandora.
Jess and I, we had a fast pass.
Sorry. Flights of Passage. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking the whole land.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The first, we went on it twice. So, pass. So we, obviously you go right on. Second time, this is what I was going to say is, honestly, the times that are on Pandora, Jess and I have found out, listen to them. Because it's going to go a lot quicker than what it is. It said, Jess, how long did it say? It said it was like 2-3. Yeah, right. But
yeah,
they
do that on purpose, right? Yeah, they don't want it to say 90 minutes and then it's actually like 100. They do it to save face. Yeah.
When I was there, a hurricane was coming through.
Yeah, I know. I was there, 2 weeks before you? Yeah. It was supposed to be prime time coming there.
Right.
And it just whoop.
But everybody canceled and everything. So we had the parks to ourselves, basically.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Right. That trip.
You should. Yeah, I agree. It should be like boarding groups. It should be groups going into these, like, not sporadic. I'm at Magic Kingdom, or even I go to Universal Studios or Legoland out there, and then I come back and I still have the boarding group for Rise of the Resistance at a whole nother theme park chain. So
yeah, especially if they give you like boarding group 94, you've got all day.
I got a whole day. On somebody's vlog today, I saw that they actually have a boarding group 190. I can't believe that was a thing.
So, here's the question, Tony. This might spark an interest with you too. I go down with my sister. We get ADA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not violating anything with my sister. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
How are they honoring the ADA on that ride?
See, that I don't know. See, I know that
not for the Rise of the Resistance.
I'll say I don't think they are right now.
I agree with that. I don't.
And I know that they are not able to accommodate.
Have to. They would have to.
And see, I don't think they're able to accommodate anybody in wheelchairs.
It wasn't with the Fast Pass, but they gave us something from that. I can't remember.
It was Slinky Dog that they did that, I think.
Something, yeah.
But there was I know that they, give a paper sometimes, says, hey, come back at this time and you get on then.
Yeah.
But realistically, by law, they have this system in play. They need to accommodate.
Yeah, I don't know how they would do that though, with the way they're doing the boarding groups.
I mean,
good
they're
question.
making it harder to get ADA passes as it is, which I appreciate this way. If I'm there without just going and say, hey, I needed an ADA pass, I'm for that. I can't go and rent a disabled person anymore. That's me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But you can't just go and get the red card anymore and show up.
Yeah.
You need to honor somebody that's disabled that wants to get on the ride.
See, I know that they
Absolutely.
said they have said that they cannot accommodate people in wheelchairs. I do know that because of the way that people have to get on and off of the ride vehicle.
They have
Which
a
there's
car.
part
one
of it.
car.
They do have a car.
Yes, that is wide enough for somebody to move themselves over. Yes.
Okay. Because I know there are parts where people have to get up and physically move. The way, I guess I heard it wrong then. I had heard that there wasn't a way for people in wheelchairs to ride it. So I guess I had heard it wrong. Well, I mean, that's good. I guess the question is
miss some of the experience. Maybe they may miss
that. Yeah.
The whole flight, and they may miss something like that. But
absolutely,
they get to be part of some of the experience.
They may just go right. The main part, right to the ride part.
Yeah, I mean, I guess experiencing some of it's better than not getting to experience it all. But, you're right. How do you give someone a return time with the DAS if everybody's being put in boarding groups? What do you do? Say, we're out of boarding passes today. We can't accommodate you.
Good question.
That'd be a great question to bring up to them personally and see what they say.
Right. So a good YouTuber, she does really great stuff on this. Pammy plus Parks. That's pretty much what she focuses on. So it's worth probably checking out to see if she's Pammy plus Parks.
I've never heard of her.
Yeah, she's really kind, really nice. On YouTube wise, she has her own lane, and it's really incredible to watch her. And she's really blown up on YouTube within the last year or so, and yeah, really, really cool stuff. Hits this what we're talking about, so it's a nice audience, a nice lane that people have these questions and these concerns, and she touches on it, and that's pretty much all she does. So I like when people find different lanes in the same category, like say it's Disney or theme. She does theme parks in general, and she found this niche, this lane. So I think that's really cool. But yeah, Pammy plus Parks. I think you should check it out. She's really cool, really nice. Good content.
So what's coming up with you guys in the near future? With Six Flags closing, Christmas is over. Guys, got anything new coming up?
Danny?
I mean, I got this video. I got 2 videos I'm sitting on right now, with one being Jess and I are gonna go into winter mode and find more fun stuff to do. It might just be spur of the moment, but
sometimes those are the best.
It might be
those are the best,
or whatever. But
just
we haven't been there in a while. We're talking about going. We've been talking about going there because Jess is itching to push some coins in a coin pusher.
That is her thing. Yeah, it's just the same thing. I
got a lot more Marvel cards to get from that thing.
Yeah.
That one.
How many do you have?
She's the one. Shoot, Jess, how many of those cards we have? Jess said, I don't know a lot. But
you don't have all of them, right?
No, we need to get the set to get bonus. So
okay. All right. For me, just finding new things, bringing back more live streams, I guess, and just finding other. Well, definitely trying to find more actual vlogs, more content, different things that I want to do in that sort. And that's pretty much it. Just stay tuned. And Tony, how about you? I know you talked about some stuff, but yeah, do shit.
Yeah, I'm going to continue with this for now. It's just going to be it's just going to be slow this winter. I mean, there's not a lot that goes on here. It's just going to continue to get colder. Yeah. And if something pops up going on in the area, I might film it.
Yeah, definitely.
Work on my
hit record.
Editing. Might put it up. I might just sit on it and see what happens. Yeah.
Because, hey, there are people in Florida who don't have that, would love to see that.
It's got to stop raining here first.
Yeah, rain.
It's been miserable.
Warm everywhere.
Yeah, it's just been cold enough to rain, but not cold enough to snow.
Yeah.
Anthony says, Danny, the pass you were thinking of is called DAP.
Yeah, Anthony, me and Danny are pretty familiar with it. We both use it on our trips.
Yeah. Not for personal reasons, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, just like, working the editing, hit record, and just go for it, Tony. Just go for it. There's things out there. Snow can fall in different areas, different patterns that, there's always things to make it interesting.
Theme park fix coming back anytime soon, or is that going to sit on the shelf for a while?
Coming back
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
We're coming back. Not theme park, but just me and Jess were coming back in full force with live streams and stuff. So
okay.
And we're gonna. Well, it was mostly me with being at work and stuff, and I'm just gonna suck it up, and we're gonna get back into it.
Well, that's good.
Talking about maybe switching the midnights to maybe another day or possibly earlier, but we need to figure that one out.
Are you getting too old for midnights, or?
Yeah, with work and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to we don't want to just stop that stream, but we don't want to do midnight. So
I don't blame you.
I get that.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Jess should be.
Look who's talking about being old.
My wife never lets it go. She's always got to point out.
Jess got her Monday stuff. Jess has Mondays too for geek entertainment stuff.
Say what time, Danny?
9. Jess.
9.
9 on Mondays.
Which is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm
and then
start.
You coming back with? You coming back with Tuesdays, Miguel?
This week it'll be this Thursday.
It'll be on Thursday
for this week coming up. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it'll be jueves. It won't be martes. So that's not Tuesday. It'll be Thursday, guys. Sorry. Yes. And then yes, what Danny, as he asked, theme park fix this Wednesday. I said Friday. This Wednesday it'll be Holiday World. We'll be covering.
Where's Holiday World at?
Indiana? Is it Indiana? No,
or
that's
something
no.
like that. It's
Stay
one of those
tuned. We'll
northern
let you know.
states.
I'll say I'll definitely be there.
It's
We'll
definitely one of
discuss
those
all
northern
that.
states.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Absolutely. We'll be covering it in full force, guys. It'll be pretty magical. It'll be good. It's to come back. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Is it still at 10?
Yeah. It'll be 10.
Okay.
Indiana.
I know it's jumped
in
around a little bit.
In Santa
Yes.
Claus, Indiana.
Santa Claus, Indiana. Yep.
Right off of
See, guys,
I-64.
we know what we're talking about.
And for the time being, two real
Google
geeks
does
midnight hang out.
Okay. For now.
And once again, if you're new here, please give a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, even if you're listening on the replay. We'd
Not
really
this.
appreciate that.
What this?
Even if you want to give it a big thumbs down, we'll even take that. We don't mind a thumbs
Wait.
down. It's still as good as a thumbs up.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
What happened? Was Danny twerking and he had to be cut from the feed?
Hello?
What? Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I gotta switch back to the other.
I know. Did we add someone else to the screen?
Right. I'm so confused. Yeah. But if you would like to support the channel, Tony of Phantasmic Chronicles has a PayPal. It really does help fund many live streams and this process. No, I hear myself.
I'll say I hear myself too.
Yeah.
And it's very possible that Danny's twerking in the background.
That's what I think it is. I think it is that.
It might be.
We have to put more coins in. So, in order to see this peep show, so to speak, hit up Phantasmic Chronicles PayPal. It's so worth it. But yes, link, guys, just in general, for real, it is right there. Down there somewhere. Oh, yes. I'm not sure where he is. I'm sure he'll be back in a second. But, yes, so, there's a lot of anniversaries coming up, Tony. I was seeing, what was it? Silver Dollar City, 60 years coming up.
Okay.
That's really interesting. I think they're opening up in mid-March. I think the 17th. And then, of course, May 9th, which is Cedar Point. I've just been trying a lot more since the parks are closing. A lot of other parks are that I've already closed have started releasing their next year stuff.
Hey, looky there, two real geeks.
Somebody must
Available
have
on
added some.
Teespring.
Somebody must have added some coins.
Available on
There we
Teespring.
go.
Available on Teespring.
Yeah. If you go into our About section, it's going to be the easiest to get it. They're also in every link going video going further. But yeah, Teespring, the link is in our About section. Go in there. Merchandise that we have now. So.
Say if you send me the link, Danny, I'll put it in with this live stream too.
Okay. Let me pull it up.
Just text it to me and I'll tag it in here.
You got it. Hold on. Do.
Miguel, and you got what, about 6 weeks before you're a dad? Is that right?
Let me look.
Is it that long?
It is. Hold on. It's about 37 days, roughly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Enjoy that sleep.
Yeah, man.
It's about to be over.
That's what I hear. So overall, super, super, super excited, especially with the background that I mentioned to you.
Yep.
Yeah,
You should
very,
be too.
very, very blessed and excited. Yeah.
You should be.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, what'd you say?
Bye, theme parks. See you
not at
later.
Nope.
Tony, it's in private chat there.
I got it.
Babies are fantastic. Super excited. Adding a new pass holder to the family.
I got my. I have my dog. Just finish right now. Oh gosh. This. So. I have a lot of video from today.
You what? You have a. I mean, we were there
A
long.
lot.
Yeah.
Huh?
When do you think that's going to be up?
Very soon.
This week.
Yeah.
You guys have both seen
Maybe
the new
tomorrow.
Star Wars now?
I will be seeing it this week.
I haven't
for
seen
sure.
it yet.
Nope.
Still haven't seen it?
I already got it booked to see it
No.
this week.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good. I heard good things, and obviously there's other people, but I'm excited. Yeah, I'm very
hearing
excited to
mixed
see
things.
it.
Danny, I think that
It's Star Wars.
I think you're going to feel the
watch it.
same way I felt. I think you're going to enjoy it. I think you are going to also be upset by the fact that they are going to answer too many questions, but also raise a couple that never needed to be brought up. They're going to make no sense.
Here's the thing. Jess and I, last night, because we went back and watched the last one, The Last Jedi, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're all just sitting there, we're like, not for nothing. There's too many main characters. It's too artsy for Star Wars also, because we're sitting there, we're like, when did all of the aliens start having colored hair? You know, things like that.
Yeah.
And you got Poe, who absolutely, I really wished when this side of the ship opened up, it would have sucked him out. And when his X-Wing blew up, I would have wished he was right there in it when it blew up too. Hate him. And why does he need a story? Then you have Finn. Then you have, now you got Rose's story. Then you have who they glorified the way she looks. And I'm sorry, that's not what a Jedi looks like.
Yeah.
You know, with her, you know, pre-pan. Come on. Jess was pointing that one out too. It's like, that's not a Jedi. And, you know, then you got Luke and his whole his story. And then you got Kylo Ren. Whose story am I supposed to be following here? You know, the original movies, it was Luke, Leia, Han, and Chewie and Yoda in there. But they all had the same story. It wasn't, we have to go to this casino. Okay, not for nothing, like, Space Horse was awesome. I'm all about Space Horse, but served no purpose. That whole casino served no purpose.
No, it didn't.
Other than BB-8 shooting coins at people.
Yeah.
I got a better
There.
Oh, what is a better list? I want to hear this one.
of the newer group.
The newer group,
Jets,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The white girl.
Ray the white girl, okay.
Oscar Isaac's Guatemalan. John Boyega's black. The chick who plays Rose is Asian. Like, how convenient.
They covered themselves with that. I don't know if you hear her on that one, but
yeah,
just they covered every corner of the world with that.
Did we do this to make a Star Wars movie or to be very PC about it?
She's true on that. Like, Star Wars was never that PC like that. I mean, come on. When did we start caring about in space, you know?
It's not that they make a big deal.
No, I'm not. Nobody made a big deal.
Look at it. It's obvious, you know.
Exactly. But
that they tailored.
It's the age we live in, though, Jess. Because if somebody saw that movie, somebody would have been offended. Like, well, where's
Exactly. But that's a shitty way to make a movie. I thought you guys were just.
But it's Star Wars now.
Yeah.
What are you watching?
Yeah.
Hi.
Something.
Hi.
I was listening
like deep
to
in like something.
I was waiting for you to finish.
Oh, you were watching something though.
No, it's just the
the glow of the TV is there.
No, just was waiting for you to finish. I was listening.
I'm finished on my rant. Sorry. Soapbox over.
All right. Yeah.
Now, I think you guys are going. I think just based on what you said, I think that you are going to enjoy it. There are going to be things that the same things that you said are the same things that had me upset, but I found it enjoyable. I think the way the story was told wrapped up the trilogy and wrapped up the entire saga. But once again, where they answered a lot of questions, huh? Did they leave room for more?
Open for more? Yeah.
Yes and no.
Like,
it doesn't leave.
Did they close it out or open it up again? You know what I mean? Like, they closed this part of it out where they can eliminate Mark Hamill because no Mark Hamill anymore because he doesn't want to deal with this nonsense going on set. To eliminate Luke Skywalker to the next story.
Yeah, they can go on to a completely different story.
Good.
From where they're at now, though.
But they left
Rachel,
a question out there that it's just aggravating that we'll never get an answer to.
Okay.
And after you see it, we'll talk about it. I think when we get into next Sunday, it's been a long enough time. Everybody's had a chance to see it.
I'll see it by then.
Okay. Because if not everybody's seen it by then, you know what?
They don't want to see it.
Yeah, it's too bad for you.
That's a difference.
You know what? If you haven't seen it,
I'll find a way to see it.
All right. I'll say if you haven't, I mean, we won't talk about it, but yeah, you got to get to see it.
Oh, but you know, it's fine because I'm not that type of person where you can talk about it. I'll listen to you, but touch it. You know?
Yeah. Hey, Rachel, how are you?
Like,
welcome in, Rachel.
What happened in the story or the movie or whatever doesn't affect me because I'm going to go and visually watch what you're talking. I'm like, oh, that's what you. It's different saying, oh, you know, well, you know, they head or you know, right through his gut and you know, eliminated him that way. Well, then it's different to go there and watch him and like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's how I am.
I can tell you it's closed out. It's there was a pretty decent ending to it.
All right.
I'm excited to see it though. I am.
Anything else you want to add tonight, guys?
I am too.
I think we're set. See you for episode 5 next week of World of Randomness.
All right, guys. If that's it, we're going to end it right here, guys. All right, guys. Everybody have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
See ya.
Take care.